documentary episode 4, Golden Stegosaurus is the main focus today. This is Brachiosaurus. One of the only sauropods here which has teeth to eat its food. This is a Apatosaurus. Full size and full grown one. Pretty short. Searching for bugs. Their diet contains rocks, unlike Brachiosaurus, which only pertains in plants. But Apatosaurus contains bugs, plants, and rocks. And the rocks are to grind up its food, unlike Brachiosaurus, which does have teeth. Guys, we go here to the grasslands. And you'll find the same type of sauropods which has been mentioned. This is around 10 feet tall for the Brachiosaurus. Oh, the Apatosaurus is only 5 feet tall. This is the same speedy little dinosaur, and the same exact one which we saw in episode 2 of the documentary, which still has good sensors. Which senses of something. Which Goldie the Stegosaurus doesn't sense. Yes, welcome to the main focus of the episode. Goldie the Stegosaurus. With her golden back, that's the reason why she's named Goldie. You can see kind of green pigment in her color scheme, because that is some of her ancestors peeking through. And hello. Even though yes, she is a different kind of stegosaur, being a mutated one, she still has some type of mark of old normal things on normal stegosauruses. These brachiosaurs were only one, and that one Apatosaurus do not know. They're being stalked right now by the field's great hunter. Tiger the Carnotaurus. The reason why he's named Tiger is because of his huge tiger pattern, which gives him the name Tiger. At first sight, you might think he's this striped Carnotaurus, but no. He is a tiger-colored dinosaur. One of the only different mammal-colored dinosaurs on the island. But the dinosaurs are just too blind and too poor-sighted to know that their fate is already sealed. He's setting a distraction, which the dinosaurs can look at. But ended up with a horrible tragedy. Being unable to move, unlike the Brachiosaurus. The Apatosaurus with its stubby legs cannot move. Which is exactly the perfect meal for Tiger. A huge fat part, that's the perfect big amount of meat which Tiger will need to fulfill his hunger for one day. While the Brachiosaurus will only fulfill him for a couple hours. Until he gets hungry once again. The Carnotaurus has suffered for a little scratch on its leg, but many injuries and a broken horn on him, which makes him very recognizable. Goldie has fled into a very grassy environment, which lowers the chance for her to get eaten from dinosaurs. But that also heightens the chance that she can get eaten from smaller dinosaurs, or just a simple snack. Or the Dilophosaurus, which is actually the territory owner of this jungle area, head to toe, of this very huge grassy section. already locked onto his prey. Dilophosaurus has extra good vision. Specifically, issue gone for hundreds, or maybe not hundreds, but a couple years in long, big terrain. Then you will know and have good vision. Being a dinosaur. Because you learn hunting way too young when you're a carnivore. And the hunt starts. But Goldie senses something is stalking and waiting and watching her every move. If she looked this close enough, you might see a bit of Dilophosaurus. Right here in that gray block. He misses. But the hunt goes on. She may have left, but the Dilo did not give up the hunt. He still wants to do that hunt. This is the perfect area to inhabit thousands of dinosaurs. But this is very, very strange that there's barely any dinosaurs in this huge grazing patch. Goldie has a phagomizer, which could easily pierce you, and it could be a fatal blow if you don't have tough enough skin like Ceratosaurus. Ceratosaurus, this to die from a stegosaurus phagomizer, needs to have this alpha's phagomizer, which is nowhere to be found ever since the 1994 flood happened, which gave huge life to what was once a barren land, right in this very, very area which this episode is taking place. Yes, some areas are still pretty dry, but the floods still have kept its effect. But that Dilo is definitely dead. Goldie has still escaped though. The same exact herbivore, which we saw a couple minutes ago, is here right now. But that doesn't mean she's always safe. Because when she's caught off guard, that could very easily cause her death. This velociraptor, which is a juvenile, thinks it's slick, but it's not slick. It's not slick. Picking the wrong food is very often with juvenile dinosaurs. Like this speedy little boy. The most often name is the speedy skedaddles. People call them. Not the greatest name, if I was being honest. Since Goldie now knows there's threats here, she is now trying to keep her guard. It was a fatal blow. A very, very fatal one. Specifically, getting strikes and also falling down a cliff, being a young dinosaur. That is a fatal blow indeed. But there was a weird noise because the parents are out to hunt. And they have been hit so many times that you can't even count. Wrong jump, wrong spring. They picked the wrong stegosaurus to try and kill. Because Goldie has suffered many, many attacks before those velociraptors. And those plates are a little bit too durable for a T-Rex bite and a Mosa. But what could break those plates is a megalodon, which is not known to be in the island or any officially to the island or even the other island. Yup, you heard me right. There is a wonder island, but that doesn't change the fact that there's only two islands. One with the ugly, really ugly dinosaurs, and the other one which we are on right now. The one which the main series is taking place in. Dino Ranger, the official series. He thinks it's this trying to, it's this dumb. But little does he know, from that brain damage, he becomes dumb himself. The dinosaur is actually dead. from getting hit so many times and falling off of the cliff at the end of the day. The alpha female learned her lesson. Not to mess with this stegosaurus. This is the end for this episode. Hope you like it. Like it if you like it, but you don't have to. Subscribe if you want more, or go check out my channel. But this is the end of this video. Goodbye.